This race that I've entered is incredibly hilly. Over 800 kilometers, there are 28,000 meters of climbing, and a lot of it is very steep. And so I thought about how to make that easier for myself, how to give me more chance of success. And I had my bike serviced and things like that. One of the things that I wanted to do, I thought about but didn't really follow through on, was on the front of by the pedals is what's called the front chain ring. And on this mountain bike, it's a 34 tooth chain. Now if I reduce that down to say 30 or 32, it means that I can spin the pedals easier, go into a lower gear at the back, and it makes climbing on the bike a lot easier. Now, unfortunately, I left it to the last minute. I procrastinated a little bit in making the decision to do it. By the time I asked the bike shop to do that, they said, "Oh, we can't get the part in time." And so as a result, I'm riding with the 34 now. It's absolutely possible, but it has been harder. And procrastinating has meant I've made the ride a little bit harder for myself. So one of the lessons to learn from that experience is to act now, to don't procrastinate. Day 2 of the Hellenic mountain race was probably the most mentally and physically challenging day I think I've had on a bicycle. I'm really quite suffering at the moment. I'm hungry. I've run out of water pretty much. And I've done some pretty extreme things. And I've cycled all over the world. But cycling this race with all sorts of climbing and obstacles to overcome, it means we can do difficult things. And then I can tell you that during that day, I had lots of moments when I wasn't sure that I could reach the goal that I had set myself for that day. So this is a tough moment right now. It took me longer to reach that goal than I had originally planned or wanted. And in order to reach the target, I had to just continue that little bit longer. Keep putting in the effort, and especially the last bit. The last bit took twice as long as I had planned. This is the absurdity of what we're doing. So it's midnight. I'm at 2,000 meters and I'm pushing my bike up a track. And it was completely out of my control. I couldn't do anything more than what I was doing. But it was a great experience. Now that it's over. Well, that day, anyway. As you can see, I'm still going. One of the great blessings in life is to have friends and companions along the way. Now in that moment on day 2, I was on my own on the final big climb of the day. It was dark, it was cold, and 2 guys that I'd had dinner with the night before rode up behind me, and the 3 of us all rode together to the top, over the top, and then down to our rest stop. And they made that final climb and that final hurdle, they made it easier to bear by being there with me in that moment. So being a friend being somebody that can support is a huge blessing, and more powerful than I think we ever realise. Okay, just recording a thought for FSY. So my thought is, ask the question, have you ever felt alone? Or have you ever felt on your own? Don't expect this to make sense right now, but the idea is to just capture something so that we can flesh it out later. Okay. As I was just listening to one of the FSY songs, this will speak to me. I just had some lyrics in there which made me think about your phone call this morning. So what I was thinking is, so we do it, we use the have you ever felt alone, and then I give a brief background of where I was this morning. 600 kilometres in, 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning your time. Been riding since 2 o'clock that morning, in a bit of a dark place, feeling a little on my own, and you were up and just got the feeling to phone me, message me and phone me, and it's that flash of inspiration that I wasn't particularly voicing that I was feeling alone, but absolutely did, because as soon as you rang, it just completely changed. So that's the thought. We'll capture something